Pilgub Jatim is an abbreviation of governor elections in East Java, and the hashtag system in online networking, in this case Twitter, hashtag Pilgub Jatim, will be explored as an example of the side of rhetoric of new media, whereas it creates a space with its picture posted creates a storyline. Lingua, the phrases connotes connections. The very first picture post reflecting the rhetoric of speech, a political declarations of one of the candidates. This rhetoric occurred in a political campaign, mass gathered with certain color that symbolize their political identification. The medium used are mostly oral or printed, but then new media arise. This picture of a visual promotional campaign being posted on Twitter. The shifting can be seen from the use of multimodal presentations or various other forms of communication. The interface functions as a dialectical space where rhetoric and technology meet to serve. Media interface shifting also occurs with regard to visual rhetorics when pictures are being posted or memorized in an online platform. We also need to see the rhetoric analysis shifting from textual objects to media interface. We are no longer will see or read the text, but analyze the interfaces instead. Lingua Fracta calls our attention to the fact that our understanding of technology frequently depends on the scale at which we choose to consider them. The chip story system on Twitter has helped users, either academic students or other political watchdog, to get the whole story of what has been tweeted or written by another user. As often as technology may provide us with connections to each other and to the world around us, but it also backfiring to us. With technology applications, new interface is being disrupted or abrupt by a negative discursive, and it emerged in most of Indonesian social media sites. In the change of news media platform, with regards to the big buzz of online networking in Indonesia, there has been a rhetorical practice within the network community. Participants or Twitter users access the web that will be the interface and also other participants and their text. Through online networking, Indonesians appreciate the up-to-the-minute coverage of events from the other place, in this case, the cyberspace. This slide and the last two slides shows picture posted from the supporting area's Twitter account. Each account representing different area and may support different parties. Despite of the Syria interventions, Twitter has allowed me to keep up with the yesterday's governor's elections in my area, especially with the use of hashtags Pilgub Jatim. However, one need not to ignore the fact that even such a channel are still being mediated for us. The hashtag system is a mediation method which directs users to consume certain news only. The process of consuming the information has no longer similar with the reading process. Discussion forum break all that common flow. This picture indicates that some discussions about each candidate are being screen captured and posted in the site. Google as a search engine has been utilized by so many users, including me. Such social bookmarking service has become a proarietic interface, and in a way, users use Google proarietically, in other words, to repurpose it. Search engine for invention is the result for the advent of new media. This interface has also created an event archive system. In ecology of inventions, the ways ideas arise and are nurtured or hindered by interactions with social context and culture can best be elaborated on the way user is posting a comment on every news information that is available on the website. This picture shows the conversations with user and one of the candidates being screen captured and posted on the site. User will engage in both set of practice, either reading and writing, almost simultaneously. Users or readers are actively participate from many different perspectives from what they initially being asked, which is voting, and also be the third parties to supervise the elections. Looking at the discussion forum, the comments are very dynamic. In discussion forums, arrangements was no longer a responsibility of the author in such texts. The responsibility for providing order had shifted to the reader. New media has indeed created an important cultural form, especially what we now know then as containerism. Containerism is a set of metaphors that posit this discursive space of writing as a container into which we pour content. In other words, users could practically write or post whatever they had in mind. As it is being expected, on the election day, many users or participants are posting their own experience. With new media, the traditional understanding of arrangement as a sequence is more productively conceptualized as arrangements as pattern. Now, 24 hours after the elections, people start to post their experience. This online archive will continuously growing and create their own digital narratives.